Hey guys, so this is a little bit of an update on what's been going on with my WLS journey and what I've got going on and coming up in the future. Now, I had mentioned to you guys in my last update that I had gone ahead and told my surgeon that I was definitely going to be considering the duodenal switch surgery, also known as the DS. Now, she does what's called a modified DS, which is basically a single loop versus the traditional DS, which has two different places where they cut into. So, but I think I explained it a little bit better on the first video, which is my last update. So if you guys want to go ahead and check that out, I will link it down below. So I apologize for the car video, but if I didn't do it this way, it wasn't going to get done. Between having to come pick up the boys and the doctor's appointment, it's been pretty hectic. But I have finally made it to the boys' school, so I figured I'd have a few minutes to chit-chat before the boys come out. So, I wanted to let you guys know that I had... Okay, so to bring you guys up to date, last week on Friday, I had my hold on, let me see if it would be better if I did it here. So, like I was saying, last Friday I had my blended diet class appointment, and I had previously gone through that for the vertical sleeve surgery, but because I am over a year out, they are making me do it again for insurance purposes. So I did go ahead and take that class again. Basically, what it is they go ahead and they teach you what type of foods you can eat right after surgery. On day one post-op, I will be on liquids only. I believe it's clear liquids only, that post-op day one. And then post-op day two, I will be on liquids. So not just clear liquids, but actual liquids like protein shakes and all that. Then on the third day post-op, I will be getting my drain removed and hopefully be coming home on that day. And I can start what they call the blended diet, and it's really like a puree blended diet, you know, everything super smooth, nothing chunky, anything like that. So it's very, very similar to the VSG post-op diet that I had. So that won't be too hard considering that I've already gone through that. Now, the blended diet will last for 2 whole weeks while I go and see her again. 2 weeks post-op, I have another appointment with my surgeon where she'll let me know whether or not I can advance to the soft foods diet. And as long as my nutritionist and her are on the same page and they both say that I can go ahead and do the soft stage diet, then I'll be doing that. Let me know if you guys are interested in seeing what I'll be eating for both the liquids and the blended, and then the soft foods diets. If that's something that'll interest you, let me know down in the comments, and I'll be sure to go ahead and record those. So that went on. Let me see what else. So I saw the nutritionist for, you know, all the foods that I can eat and how I should be eating them post-op. I saw my surgeon, where she did let me know that I would have to stay 1 to 2 more days in the hospital versus the VSG. So when I had the VSG, I had it on a Wednesday morning. I was in the hospital for the remainder of that day, spent the night, and the next morning I was sent home. I mean, not the next morning, but the next day, like around, I think it was like 4 when I was sent home. This time around, she told me that because it is a little more extensive and the surgery, of course, will take longer, I should be expecting to stay 2 to 3 days in the hospital. So I will be there post-op day 1 and 2 definitely, and then possibly spend the night post-op day 2 into day 3, and then go home 3 days after surgery in the afternoon. So it is a longer time, which really isn't a big deal for me. More than anything, what I'm worried about is the drain. I am a huge chicken when it comes to pain, and I am scared that it's going to hurt. I am terrified that removing that drain will hurt. So, trust me, if I could be put under just to get that drain removed, I would be all for it. But unfortunately, that's not something that's going to happen. So anyway, if you've had a drain removed and you want to tell me how that went for you, please let me know down in the comments. I'm really interested. Like I said, I'm terrified that it is going to hurt and that it's going to be scary. So we'll see. I am not excited about leaving my babies for 3 days. I always have a hard time being away from them. I am so used to being with them. I mean, I drop them off at school. I pick them up from school. I spend my afternoons with them. In the evenings, we cuddle for reading time. And then at bedtime, I do cuddle with each of them for a little bit before they go off to sleep. So it wasn't too bad, but it was a little bad for me because I missed them dearly when I had the VSG surgery. And so now, you know, knowing that I'll be away from them for a little longer, then, you know, but it is what it is. I am doing this ultimately so that I can be healthier for them. So, you know, that's just something that I'm going to have to put up with. Another thing, I'm scared that I will have more flare-ups for my fibromyalgia. I noticed that when I had surgery, when I had VSG surgery, my fibro got worse for like a month after the surgery, and then the pain mellowed out, and then I had severe abdominal pain, which I thought was related to the VSG surgery, but it ended up that I had to get one of my tubes removed, one of my fallopian tubes removed, because there was a huge cyst on it. And then there was a cyst on my right ovary, so they had to go ahead and remove that as well. So, yeah, but I think I'm not sure if I have videos on that, but if I do, I'll link them down below. Yeah, and then after that surgery, my weight completely stalled. And the surgeon does believe that my weight stalled because of surgery. She said sometimes that the body reacts, you know, in weird ways after you undergo a surgery. and she thinks that having my tube removed and the cyst removed had an impact on my VSG weight loss. So I am hoping that with the DS, I'll be able to lose a lot more weight, and we'll see. It's definitely a life-changing journey because, you know, of the malabsorption and the vitamin deficiencies. If you guys have been following my journey, then you know that even before VSG, I was always anemic and had a deficiency in both my B12 and my vitamin D. After VSG, I still remained deficient in my vitamin D, so every like 3 or 6 months, I was given the prescribed vitamin D, which is like the higher level one that you take only once a week. So I was given that, and then I had to stop taking a B12 supplement and start taking a B12, I mean not a B12, a B complex, because I became deficient not just in my B12 but also in my B6. So I ended up having to take a B complex also. Luckily, my iron has stabled up, and I think, you know, a lot of it has to do that I do take an iron supplement. So now I have different vitamins that I'll have to be taking, and I'll do a video just on the vitamins because I have a great tip for any bariatric or future to be bariatric patients out there. So I'll be doing a vitamins video because I was able to receive 3 months totally free of the bariatric vitamins that I'll need. So be on the lookout for that video. Let me see, what else? Is there anything else that I have to tell you? I think that's pretty much everything. Bringing you up to date. I do have my surgery date scheduled, so I will be having surgery on June 12th, and my boys actually finish school on the 14th, so I'll hopefully be coming home on their last day of school. So that's something that's exciting. Yeah, so I am nervous. You know, it is a bigger surgery than the VSG was. Last time, my mom was able to come stay with us for about a month and help me out. This time, she's not sure if she's able to come and stay with us. So, you know, I'm a little worried because, you know, having the boys home all the time, you know, they're still little. You know, my oldest is 13, and yes, they are very independent, but there's still things, you know, that they always have me do, and I won't be driving for a while, so I can, you know, there's only so many places that we can go around town. So I don't want them to be too bored, but at the same time, you know, I won't be able to drive. So we'll see how that goes. But I will definitely keep you guys up to date. Anyway, so my video cut out, but I will be checking in with you guys the week before surgery when I have all my lab tests. I'll let you know how they go and what things I have done. Okay, so see you guys then. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.